All right, this is Joe Askins from New Homes Magazine and YoChicago.com. Today I have stopped in to the sales center at 200 North Dearborn in the Loop. I'm here with Janet Seehausen. Do you have a title with American Invsco? Or you?
I'm a sales consultant
for
200 North Dearborn and realtor.
And we are just going to take our, YoChicago is actually, we've written about this project several times, but I don't think we've ever actually made it by the sales center and the models here to take a look around. So today we're just going to take a short walk through and learn a little bit more about this conversion, the homes here, and you can kind of take it away. You were just explaining that we are in a unit that doesn't have any upgrades, and you wanted to show us what this is like first. So
right, we started here. This is in what we refer to as our 08 tier. It's on the west side of the building. The unit is 765 square feet.
Okay.
It has a kitchen to the south side of the unit. This shows you how the units are remodeled in between renters, so they are kept in this condition with oak cabinets, laminate countertop, linoleum for the floors, and white appliances. So they're very easy to maintain, easy to decorate around.
Okay.
The living room here has a lovely balcony overlooking the west side of the building. If you were out on that balcony, you could look down over the indoor pool and the sun deck.
Okay.
And you also may be able to see the bridge that goes over as part of the pedway taking you over to the State of Illinois building and all the way through to LaSalle Street.
Okay.
So as I said, this one is an example of a unit that has no special designer upgrades or custom features, and if you would purchase a unit as is, this would be the way the unit would be delivered.
Okay.
I'll show you, we'll just go through the one bedrooms to start with. This is what we refer to as an 05.
Okay.
And this one is a unit that can be found throughout the building. It does change sizes. It's a little bit smaller up on the higher floors than it is on the lower floors.
Okay.
And
already you can notice there's a tile in the entryway here. Okay.
And you're going to be seeing some different types of design looks because we do have a number of very talented designers who apply their own special ideas and make them memorable for the customers. This unit has an exit to the balcony both from the living room as well as from the bedroom. Okay. And we're on the east side now.
Go over here real quick just to get focus here. Idea of the view.
This one has been extremely popular because you can see out to Lake Michigan. You have a view of the Pritzker Pavilion. You also see a lot of the city activity, including the L tracks down below is on Lake Street.
Right. In the kitchens, what types of upgrades would you be seeing here?
The upgrades here are the custom cabinets, the backsplash, the granite countertop, ceramic tile floors, and then some other features that the decorators like to incorporate into the unit in addition to what we're seeing in the kitchen would be the mirrors that were in the living room area.
Okay.
And that this one does show what you can do with this type of unit, or if this is a look that you like, you can apply this to any of the units in the building.
All right.
It was built as a residential building, and it was finished in 1988.
Okay.
And so it's a 20-year-old building, and it had been a rental building, and in July of 2007 is when it was open to the public.
Okay.
Naturally, in any type of a conversion, before the sales are open to the public, the residents do have an opportunity to purchase in the building too.
Okay.
And so, we started the conversion, as I said, a little over a year and a half ago. There's 309 units in the building, and to date we have closed on about 130 of them.
Okay.
We still have a number that are sold but haven't closed yet. And we do have a nice assortment, a nice variety of remaining units of all the different styles. However, we do have a shortage on a few of them, like our studio, there's only one left.
Okay.
And then in that first unit that we were in, the one that was the '08, I only have two left.
Okay.
That was really popular.
All right, all right. Looking at the studios, was that a case of just not having a lot in that floor plan, or were they popular maybe among people who were looking for a pied-à-terre or a second home?
I think it's a combination of both. We did not have a huge number of studios. I believe it was 15. And so naturally that was, and the size was good. It was only 570 square feet, but the layout was lovely.
Right.
The kitchen was an entirely separate space from the rest of the studio. So you didn't feel that you were, you know, definitely living and eating and sleeping all in the same room. You know, it's a very nice layout.
Okay, okay. And are you finding among buyers who maybe aren't buying solely for investment purposes, are you finding a lot of people who are you finding people who work in the loop and just need something close by, or are you finding people who are wanting to, you know, have a place where they can lay their head when they come in to go to the theater or spend a weekend on Michigan Avenue? Or any trends that you're seeing like that?
Well, the buyers that I've worked with have had all those reasons for purchasing here. People who live in the city and want to be close to work, want to walk to work, the one bedrooms are good for them.
Okay.
People who come from, say, Indiana or Wisconsin or other parts of Illinois who come into Chicago frequently, even just for fun, you know, like the idea of having a place here in the city so that they can feel like they're at home when they're here. And I've sold to people who wanted to have a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, even if it isn't their primary residence, because they want to make sure that they have room for their friends.
Okay.
You know? And so it's been really an interesting way that things have gone. You know, we haven't. I can't generalize that everybody who works in the city wants a small unit, because sometimes they also want a second room because they work so much at home that they want to have it as, you know, their separate spaces.
Right.
People who live in another part of the city and who are coming into Chicago frequently on business and need to entertain and so forth need a larger space, but then other ones just want to have a comfortable space, and that's whenever the studio and the convertibles are good for them.
Okay.
Students seem to be happy with the convertibles that their parents buy for them. And then, you know, there are you know, just any number of different reasons why people are looking at this location. The location is what's the key.
Right. Okay. So now we are in, what type of floor plan are we in?
This is our Tier 04.
Okay.
And again, it's a 1-bedroom, 1-bath. And it's a little bit larger. It's 860 square feet, larger than the one we were just in. And this has considerable upgrades, such as the wood floor, the glass tile on the kitchen walls, stainless steel appliances, again, custom cabinetry, granite countertops.
Okay.
And quite a bit of use of mirrors in the living room. This is also on the east side, so you do see from the higher floors a nice portion of Lake Michigan and Millennium Park.
Let's see. Quick view here through the window. There's pavilion and the lake beyond it.